I'm Nat,
And I'm Jam.
and this is Dig It Entertainment.
I'm Jam with top 7 stories of animals saving lives. Number 7. Usually, when you think of animals saving lives, you think of something big like a dog pulling his owner from a burning car, or maybe a dolphin saving a surfer in some cases. Well, we start off this episode with an animal that is not as likely to be thought of as a hero, a rabbit. This harrowing tale begins with a young man named Simon. While at home in Cambridgeshire, England, Simon fell into a diabetic coma on the couch. Although his wife Victoria was around, she just thought that he had fallen asleep. Dory, the rabbit, sensed something was wrong and jumped on top of Simon. The rabbit started licking Simon's mouth over and over again until his wife noticed that something was wrong. Victoria soon rushed to call the paramedics, who arrived in time to save Simon's life. The rabbit was later awarded the honorary membership to the Rabbit Welfare Association. Number 6. A young boy in Ontario, Canada was out on a camping trip with his parents when they decided to go fishing. The boy stayed on shore but was appalled to witness his parents' boat tip over and both of their tragic drownings. Panic-stricken and in the middle of nowhere, he attempted to walk to the nearest town to get help. But soon the sun set on him. He realized he would have to spend the night outside, with no means of protection. As he laid on the ground, traumatized by the horrific ordeal, he felt a warm, furry body press up against him. Thinking it was a dog, he fell asleep. On waking up the next morning, he found 3 wild beavers huddling around him. They had saved him from freezing to death overnight, when temperatures had dipped below zero. Number 5. You never expect Bambi to be a badass, but in February 2012, a woman was walking through Oxford, Ohio, when a man dragged her behind a building and tried to choke her with their own purse straps. He had seemed intent on robbing her, if not worse. But these plans were ruined by a heroic deer, who ran out from underneath a nearby bush and scared him off. Sergeant John Varley, who assisted the woman after the attack, said he couldn't recall a similar incident during his 17-year-long career. The woman suffered red marks and bruises but did not require any hospital treatment. She also did not lose any of her belongings, thanks to the quick-thinking actions of that unknown deer. Number 4. While on vacation in Presque Isle, Pennsylvania, USA, Joanna Altman suffered a cardiac arrest. A housebroken Vietnamese pig named Lulu came to her rescue. The pig saw Joanna and cried for a moment. Then it thought quick and broke the gate open to the front door and went into the highway. Whenever a car approached, she would go to the road and lay in front of the approaching vehicle. This went on for about 45 minutes until the pig finally managed to persuade a motorist to follow him back home. The motorist then called emergency services. The paramedics arrived quickly and saved Joanne's life. The pig was then rewarded with one of his favorite treats, a jelly-filled donut. Number 3. Now, dolphins are known to be some of the most compassionate and intelligent animals in the world. The evidence of these incredible animals helping humans even dates back to ancient Greece. This story is no different. In 2007, Todd Andrus, a surfer, was attacked by a great white shark off the California Marine State Park coast. Instead of Coast Guard or anyone able to help him, these amazing dolphins came to his rescue. The shark, believed to be 12 to 15 feet long, chopping off flesh from his leg to the bone. The dolphins then formed a protective ring around him and even helped him to get to shore safely. Number 2. The incident occurred at Fort Nelson, British Columbia, where a family of 5 had gone for a tobogganing trip. The dad towed his 3 children uphill in an all-terrain vehicle while the mother waited at the top. The mother was shocked as she watched their dog Shadow intercept a wolf attack on the children. The dog, a Rottweiler mixed, stopped the leading wolf as the father struggled to scare the rest off using a shovel. The wolves got Shadow by the shoulder and left the dog with some bruises and bumps. However, the dog kept growling at the wolves until the father managed to chase him into the woods. Number 1. Next on our list is not one but 2 amazing animals. When Noel Osborne, a 78-year-old farmer in Australia, was knocked into a pile of manure by one of his own cows back in 2002, he was badly injured with a broken hip and unable to move. He was left out in the brutal Australian weather, which means very hot days, bitter cold nights, and storms. Fortunately, he had been discovered there by 2 of his friends, Mandy his collie and Mandy his nanny goat, who came to keep him warm in the cold nights. Osborne had managed to find a container and the goat was patient enough to allow him to get enough milk to keep himself fed and hydrated. During the 5 days that he lay there without any human help, the 2 Mandys watched over him, kept him company, and warmed him. At last, some human friends stopped by to pick up a goat and discovered Osborne indisposed in his pile of manure. Unable to move him, they called an ambulance. The old farmer was far enough gone by then that he remembers little of his final rescue. He recovered completely from his ordeal and credits his animals with saving his life, particularly the goat. He swears now that goat's milk is the elixir of life. While Osborn may not have shown much imagination in naming his pets, he certainly showed a great deal of skill in choosing his animal friends.